Hello, this is Tony Hiller from RealClimateScience.com. Richard Feynman said, "It doesn't matter how beautiful your theory is, if it doesn't agree with experiments, it's wrong." I asked ChatGPT this question. If atmospheric carbon dioxide levels increased by a factor of 10, what would happen to corals and shellfish? ChatGPT responded, "If atmospheric carbon dioxide levels were to increase by a factor of 10, it would have significant and potentially devastating impacts on corals and shellfish." Then it went on with a long diatribe about ocean acidification and said that an increase of 10x carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere would be a catastrophic scenario. Had ChatGPT done any actual research, it would have known that what it was saying wasn't true. We don't have to speculate the effect of higher levels of carbon dioxide on corals and shellfish because we have hundreds of millions of years of empirical evidence. The greatest expansion of life on Earth, including the appearance of corals and shellfish in the oceans, occurred 540 million years ago. This was during the Cambrian era, and at that time, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere were about 15 times higher than they are now. The historical record shows that corals and shellfish thrive at much higher levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In 2011, a Queensland climate change scientist said the world only has one more decade to reduce greenhouse gases to save the Great Barrier Reef. And then 10 years later, it was reported that the Great Barrier Reef had the highest coral coverage level ever recorded. The expert who made this prediction in 2011 had no clue what he was talking about. Another of my favorite quotes from Richard Feynman is, "Science is the belief in the ignorance of the experts." The press picks their experts based on those who are willing to parrot the propaganda which the press wants to hear. But climate alarmists have no clue what they're talking about. NASA has reported that Earth has gotten much greener over the last few decades as a result of carbon dioxide fertilization. In the distant past, life not only thrived in the oceans at higher levels of carbon dioxide, but it also thrived on land. Our coal beds formed from peat bogs at a time when carbon dioxide levels were much higher in the atmosphere. If we burn the coal and return the carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, it's reasonable to expect that the Earth would get much greener in response to the burning of coal. We have 540 million years of empirical data to work with, but what ChatGPT has learned is just to parrot propaganda. ChatGPT reads climate propaganda on the internet and then simply parrots it back. Toto has been pulling back the curtain on climate propaganda for the past 15 years, and now we have ChatGPT as a new source of it. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, Caesar, Toki, Upala, and the 4 new puppies on the web at RealClimateScience.com.